The 4th of July is one of the highest volume DUI enforcement days on the California calendar. Law enforcement responds with extra patrols and sobriety checkpoints that often run for several days around the holiday. The combination of widespread celebration and aggressive enforcement produces a surge of arrests every year. 4th of July drinking tends to be casual and continuous, a beer here, a cocktail there, across an entire afternoon and into the fireworks at night. Because it is spread out and social, people lose track of how much they have actually consumed. On top of that, a hot July day works against you at a traffic stop. Heat and dehydration can intensify the effects of alcohol and degrade your performance on field sobriety tests for reasons that have nothing to do with your BAC. Someone who spent the afternoon outdoors in the sun may look worse on the roadside than their actual impairment warrants, and those conditions are a legitimate part of the defense. If your last drink came shortly before you got behind the wheel, your blood alcohol may still have been climbing when you were stopped. That means the test taken later at the station could read higher than your actual level at the time you were driving. This is called a rising BAC defense, and it is one of the most useful timing arguments in a holiday arrest. The prosecution has to prove what your BAC was while you were driving, not what it was an hour later at the station, and those two numbers are not always the same. Sobriety checkpoints are a centerpiece of 4th of July enforcement, but a valid checkpoint has to follow strict legal rules. The volume of holiday stops frequently produces shortcuts that can be challenged. Beyond checkpoints, the 4th brings huge crowds, heavy traffic, and officers stretched across fireworks events, parking chaos, and noise complaints all at once. That pressure can lead to rush stops and sloppy field investigations. When an officer is managing a chaotic environment, the care that should go into a DUI investigation can suffer, and those lapses become part of the defense. Whatever happened over the 4th, the first practical step is the same in every California DUI. You have 10 days from the date of your arrest to request a DMV hearing to protect your driving privileges. Miss that window, and your license suspension becomes automatic. With a long holiday weekend in the mix, those 10 days can slip by faster than you expect, so confirm your exact deadline right away. The 4th is a huge day on California's lakes and rivers, and that adds a complication many people do not expect. Operating a boat or personal watercraft while impaired is its own separate offense with its own rules, distinct from a roadside DUI. Someone who spent the day on the water and then drove home can face questions on both fronts. Each situation has to be evaluated on its own terms, and a case that touches both a vessel and a vehicle has more moving parts than a typical roadside arrest. A 4th of July DUI grows out of all-day drinking, heat, heavy traffic, and a maximum enforcement push, and every one of those features can also be part of your defense. I'm Joel Brand, a California DUI lawyer. This is general information, not legal advice. If you want a free written case analysis, it is at dui.guru.